Morning. Good morning, girls. How are we doing this morning? The sun's shining again. All's good in the world. How's the weather where you are? I always like to know. I'm nosy that way. It's lovely here. Morning, Audrey. I've been up since about 5. Finally done away with my grey roots. Productive morning. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Jill. And it was really grey and cold and foggy and horrible at 5 o'clock this morning, and I was like, ugh, it's going to be another crappy day today. And the sun's out. It's surprising how the weather can change in a small few hours. So it's now 10 o'clock and it's glorious. Sun's out, blue sky. It's just really nice. So I'm glad that the weather has turned. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Mandy. I'm good, thank you. So I've been up, I've coloured my hair, I've washed my hair, which desperately needed doing so badly. Got rid of the old grey roots and sorted that out. And I'm ready for the day. How are we doing? How's Becky? Good morning, everybody. So last night I showed this beautiful jumpsuit and I showed it in the khaki with the black bodysuit underneath. And I noticed that the black sold out in this last night, but all the other colours are still available. And the sunshine got me wanting to dress up. I bet it is, Carol. I bet it is. Absolutely fantastic. How jealous am I? It's getting up to 19. It's going to be 21 tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm going to try and get myself finished and organised tomorrow so that I can have a couple of hours in the garden, maybe in the afternoon if I get everything up to date and sorted. I'm going to work hard today and I'm going to get up early and be productive tomorrow. And then I'm hoping, do we like the earrings? I'm hoping I can have a little bit of an early finish tomorrow and get in the garden because I feel like I desperately need a little bit of vitamin D. Morning, Lee. And I have a chance to sit in it. Got a sunroof in my car, so I get a little bit of sun when I'm driving round, but I only go to the warehouse and back really, so I haven't really been anywhere in the new car either, but it's been all work this week. It's dull, it really. It'll be coming your way, Mandy, I'm telling you, because it were dull in Doncaster this morning and it's turned out absolutely beautiful now. The sun's beating through the windows and Dolly's sat on the bed, sunning herself. Rightly so, I don't blame her. Morning, Jane. So, this is the stone in the gorgeous Trinity jumpsuit, and I have put the stone in the Tony vest on underneath and added a belt and the earrings and a cute little wedge. Don't talk cars. Gone to pick grandson up and car's gone bang. Oh no, Michelle. Well, we took it to the garage for what? Suspension spring gone. Car troubles. I got 2 years warranty on mine, so if touch wood nothing will go wrong, but if it does, hopefully most things will be covered. Think time to buy a new, oh my god, don't talk to me about buying new cars because I've just had a month of absolute nightmares. Haven't been on for ages, going through the hardest time in my life. Hope you're all well. Oh, Sophia should I say, sorry. Hope you're all right. It's nice to see you back, and I'm sorry that you've been going through a bit of a nightmare of a time. It seems to be something in the air because we've all been going through a bit of a nightmare. But hope you're coming out the other side, and it's good to see you back with us. Hope so. Yes. What do you mean you need some sun? You've done nothing but sit in the garden. What do you mean, Mandy? You've had every little bit of vitamin D that's been on offer for the last week or so. Every time you're on a live, you sat in the garden soaking it up. You definitely don't need any more sun. I've not had any of it yet. I desperately need a little bit of vitamin D on my skin. You make me laugh. Every time we've been on a live, Mandy's like, I'm sat in the garden. I'm sat in the garden. And now she's like, I really need some sun. Really, Mandy? We do need some sunshine though, we all need it. It makes us feel better, doesn't it? And it makes us dress nicer. It makes us strip off the layers and get out the summer gear, which is lovely. Morning, Sharon, how are you doing this morning? Hope everybody's feeling okay this morning. The sun's shining, Mandy, it's coming your way. So everybody should start to feel a little bit better once they get that vitamin D injection that we've all desperately needed all winter. Good morning, Kim. I, for one, know that I need to get out there with a cup of coffee in the garden for an hour and just soak it into my skin, because we do get a little bit vitamin D deprived, don't we? That's made me. It's true, Mandy. Out of everybody that watches my lives, you had the most sun this last week, you little tinker. So, yeah, we do need that sunshine. We need our spring, summer clothes on. We need to strip off the layers and just absorb that warmth onto our bodies. So, I have gone for a little bit of a dressed up version with this jumpsuit today. I love this. Wish I was sat in the garden. Me too, Charlie. Me too. So I've gone dressed up again on this Trinity jumpsuit. It is the most spectacular jumpsuit. You can probably tell I really do like this. So I've got the Tony vest on underneath. I've got the new earrings that are coming soon. I've been photographing these. Spilt your tea. What, in the garden, Mandy? So these are coming soon. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the design on them. These were the ones that we were talking about last night that'll be nice and neutral and go with a lot of things. I did say these earrings and this, I pictured these together, will look stunning. So this is the top from last night that could also be worn as a short little dress. Vitamin D tablets, and they really help. I think I might need to invest in something like that, Kim, because I have definitely had SADS this autumn. Definitely. So I maybe. But what I've noticed, I've stopped going on the sunbed, obviously to look after my skin, but I feel like that did help my mood. The vitamin D you get from the UV on the sunbed does help to boost your mood, I feel. And because I've hardly gone on at all this winter, I'm trying to abstain from going on sunbeds, I feel like that has lowered my mood. So I'm feeling like maybe in moderation I should just get an injection of vitamin D through UV light every now and again, just to maybe keep my mood stable. I've felt quite low this autumn winter, and that's the only thing I've done differently. I've not been on a sunbed. To book holiday for the 30th anniversary, book what? Boiler? Oh, boiler needs replacing. This year's a write-off. I think a lot of us are feeling like that, aren't we? I've said I want this year to be over already, and we're only just in April, but I've had nothing but bad luck this year. Vitamin D with K3 all year round works wonders. I'll either invest in something like that or do a few shots on the sunbed, or both maybe. Builder's been here since February and still looks horrendous. You'll get there, Tracy. I promise you'll get there. I have autoimmune condition, no colds this year so far. I stopped taking the medication in June. Stop taking. I have autoimmune condition. Which medication did you stop, Kim? Will take a long time. Won't even leave my house. It's so hard. Bless you. Is broken. Wouldn't what? Wouldn't with it on. Oh, wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. Sophia. Hope you're all right, my darling. You know what? These things do come to try us. I've had my fair share. I don't know what you're going through, and I won't pry, Sophia, but we're here if you want to talk. We are an absolute safe space. But you know, girls, I have kind of skirted over the surface of things that have gone wrong in my life in the last couple of months, and I'm going through another trauma right now. It's just never ending. And me and Lisa both said the same thing yesterday. It just seems like it's bang. You're constantly getting hit with things. I don't know whether, you know, life tests us, doesn't it? And it sends these things to try us, and maybe it's a life lesson, maybe it's to make us stronger. I don't know. Stop vitamin D. Right, okay, yeah. I take vitamin D all year round, but the sun is definitely better. I don't think you can beat a little bit of sunshine, can you? The UV. Everything in moderation. I know we constantly talk about skin cancer and the damage of sun, but I do think our bodies need a certain amount of sunlight. We just have to be careful. I was always an avid tanner, and I used to bake when I went on holiday and sit out in the garden every opportunity I could when the sun was shining. I'm not like that. I think you get less bothered about tanning and what have you when you get older. I do like to maintain a certain tan for doing pictures and stuff for my job. I always have to be fairly tanned, because if not, the pictures make me look really washed out. I've tried not tanning and I look terrible, so... But I fake it now. But I do feel at the moment my body is craving some vitamin D. I'm so ready for a holiday. But I do safe tan now, not crazy like I used to in my youth, when you didn't care about age spots and sun damage. And I think you get a little bit more... I like to think I get a little bit more sensible as I'm getting older, but you do desperately need a little bit. Patch of Sally, then you suddenly realise nothing bad has happened for a while. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? But, you know, My life's been like that since January, feeling low and had to come off HRT. Had to come off it. Why? Because you were feeling low, Andrea. Do you think the HRT made you feel low? I'm considering going on it, to be honest with you, because I am struggling to regulate my mood, but I have gone through and I'm still going through an awful lot at the moment, so I'm trying to be kind to myself and go easy on myself, but sometimes I feel overwhelmed to the point where, as you know, I've gone through a period of not being able to sleep. I'm still not sleeping great and everything feels a bit too much, but I have had an awful lot to deal with, and then we've just been hit with another whammy, so it's just like, give me a break, somebody. Give me a break. So if you're all going through something right at this moment in time, girls, I feel you. It's going to be different for everybody. You've all got your own traumas and tribulations. Life can be hard, and all I'm doing is sending you a massive hug, because if you need it, sometimes just an ear to listen to you, or a shoulder to have a good cry on, or Dolly got it last night. Sat in bed with some chocolate and a cup of coffee and had a good old cry when I came off my live, and then went to sleep. But yeah, today's a new day and everything just carries on regardless, unfortunately, whether you're feeling good or not. Life keeps going and the world keeps spinning. Came off HRT after 3 years, feel okay, but I know everyone's different. Yeah, I am seriously contemplating going on it just to stop myself from wanting to murder people. Yes, I'd like to just regulate my mood and feel normal. A few minutes under the sunbed once a week is therapeutic. I agree. But people scaremonger you and tell you not to do it, don't they? So I'm like, oh, better not go on sunbed anymore. But I used to go on nearly every day. So my body maybe is just craving that vitamin D that it got quite used to. And I never seem to, although I'm getting older, but I never seem to struggle with my mood when I went on the sunbed, and now I do. So I don't know if that's related. I started HRT a month ago and it's the best thing I've done. Okay, Joanne, I feel like I need to go and have a conversation with a doctor, with a sympathetic doctor, if I can find one. As a type of breast cancer, I feel, right, okay, all right, yeah. And that's the reason I've not bothered to go and talk about HRT. Scares me a little bit, but you've got to weigh up whether the risks are better than outweigh the benefits, etc., haven't you? So I feel like it's time to go and have a conversation with a doctor. And just say, can you stabilise my mood? Can you stabilise my moods a little bit? Stop me being a little bit of a psychopath. It's the emotional exhaust that it does. Oh my God, it does. It really does. Sometimes I do my own editing on a daytime, and at 1 minute I can be laughing and joking, and the next minute I'm sobbing my heart out. It is like, who'd be a woman? Let's be honest. Trauma is the worst. I've been going through it. Had a massage yesterday and just cry. Oh, Sal. Bless you. Been on it for years. I'm gonna do, I think, Janet. I'm gonna go and speak when I get a minute. When I get a minute and I can go to the doctors, they've never got appointments. You kind of have to book your appointment for like 3 weeks in advance. And I'm like, give me a break. How do you know when you're going to need to see a doctor? But that's the state of the NHS at the moment, unfortunately. Might offer a mild I don't want to go on antidepressants. Been there, done that. They play havoc with me. They do regulate my mood, but they pile my weight on, and I don't want that. And I tried loads that didn't do me any good until I found one that I did. Like, I was going to say enjoy then. I did enjoy it. I did like it, and it worked for me, but I piled about 3 stone on. Not going there again. I'm not against antidepressants, and I'm not saying if you feel you need them, don't do it, but they're not right for me. Been there, done that, don't want to do it again. So no, I don't want an antidepressant at all. Ask for HRT, get much better, gets into the body. Yes, that's what I feel like I'm going to do. I've taken HRT, I researched, but yeah, I feel like I need to, Joanne, I need to sit down, do a bit of research, and then decide what I want from there, but it's definitely not antidepressants. I'm not depressed. I'm hormonal. I'm a little bit, woo! Yeah, definitely not depressed. I had a lot of stress just lately, but this period of my life doesn't help to deal with normal stuff. Is that an LJ's belt? From last year, Diane, from last year. And it only goes up to about a small 18. And we had this conversation yesterday on the live lounge with Lisa, because everybody's asking for belts. I've got a black one and a stone one, what I've got from last year. And I said to Lisa, we're bringing belts in again because everybody's commenting on belts. And she said she doesn't know because she brought these in last year and nobody bought them because they're not big enough. They're very small on the waist. She can't seem to find one that fits into the right size bracket, or she couldn't, and I think she's still looking. So the big ones were too big, the small ones were too small. So yes, it is LJ's, but no, we've not got any. What we have got left is in the sale section, and I think there are still some, because the ones she bought last year didn't sell, and she ended up having to put them in the sale. So hopefully that answers your question. I don't know if she'll be bringing them in again this year, unless she can find the right size, which is like finding a diamond, to be fair. It's a bit of a nightmare trying to source a belt that's right for everybody. These are stretchy, but this is only just fitting me, and I am quite small on the waist at a size 16. I'm bigger on the hip, and I am quite small on the waist, and I've got that sat high on my waist, and it literally only just fits me. So we do struggle to find belts. Coming off my antidepressants after 5 years, hoping it was awful for me, Sarah, trying to come off them. That was the scariest part of all. They were the side effects coming off. What was it that I was on? I can't remember. It's quite a few years ago now, but oh my goodness, I must have tried 4 times to come off them and felt so ill I had to go back on them. And eventually, because the doctors tell you to keep going down in your dosage, and eventually I worked out that I literally had to cut the tablets by a quarter every fortnight and just wean myself off so slowly. I got electric shocks in my arms, dizziness, brain fog, couldn't concentrate. It was panic attacks. It was awful. But I eventually came off them, and I'll never go on them again. But that's my personal choice. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying it's not for me. Honestly, Sally, HRT has been a life changer. This is where I need to go, Sharon. I'm sure it is. We just need a real magic wand, don't we? Yes. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Like I say, women of a certain age, as you know, I'm 53 this year. And I feel like I've been struggling with this for a couple of years now, and I feel like it gets worse every year. So thank you, Karen. I am here to talk about the outfit, but you know, girls, we always end up going off topic, don't we, and talking about life, basically. So the earrings, I mentioned, I gave them a shout out last night, and I thought I'd pop them on this morning. These will be coming soon. I've done photographs for a few pairs of earrings now, and hopefully they'll be going on in the next week or two. And there is still more to photograph, and there is still more coming in. But I've had about 3 or 4 pairs, and I photographed them. Last night's were one. These are another pair. These are gorgeous. They're like gold, like a giant sunflower type with a flower in that part there as well, and they're super lightweight and really lovely. And I did think them earrings with this gorgeous top, or you can wear it as a short dress as well, beach cover up, etc. I've got a nice little rose gold wedge on this morning, but I also thought not only will it go lovely with this top, and this is the Esmeralda 1624 from last night, 38.99 on that gorgeous top. Looks amazing with wide leg trousers, or the skinny jeggings that have gone on, the Sue jeggings. Really selling it for me. Sorry, I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it real. I don't know what you're on. And again, everybody's different, aren't they, coming off stuff? But oh God, did I have a nightmare, Sarah. Honestly, a lot of people think they can just stop taking them and that everything will be all right. But for me, it was a bit of a journey, I have to say. It's a good couple of years ago now, and I'm absolutely fine. Absolutely fine now, she says. But yeah, at the time it was like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to stay on these forever. I'm never going to be able to come off them. I don't like, and again, this is me personally, antidepressants regulate your mood, but they stop you having any they stopped me having, as you know, I'm a massive empath, and I cry with people, and I cry over silly things, really. But that's what's the best. It's the Tony. But that's me and how I am. And when I was on antidepressants, I had no emotion and I couldn't cry. It was weird, and I didn't like that. I like to feel things, probably not as much as I am at the moment, but I like to feel things. I like to have emotions. I don't like the sobbing or the angry, because that's kind of where I am at the moment, nothing in between. I'd like to just, you know, flatline and be normal for a while. But when I was on antidepressants, I didn't feel anything, which was strange. And I don't like not being empathetic and like having feelings. And when people are hurt, I feel they're hurt, etc. And I was like, I don't know, it was almost robotic. It was weird. So I didn't like that. Although it helped me through a low point in my life, I did want to come off them, and it didn't stay on them too long. Don't we just, Lee? I love LJ's because we're real, and I'm a real person, and I talk about life, and I don't sugarcoat things. And if I'm not having a great day, you all kind of know me that well now that you'll be able to tell them without me even saying anything. But yeah, life can be tough. Life is tough. It's, you know, these people that go through life and don't have any issues and it's all plain sailing. I'm very envious. I was like that on antidepressants. It's weird, isn't it, Angela? I was very blunt and couldn't care about folks' feelings. I was the same, and as you girls know, that is not me. And a lot of people that knew me were like, okay, I know you're not like really low anymore, but you're not really yourself either. And that made me sit back and think about, well, they've done what they meant to do. They've got me out of a dark space, helped me through what I needed to get through, but now I need to get back to being me. So I tested the water, found it very hard to come off them, but did like the feeling that I started to feel again. So I stuck with it and eventually came off. My mum said I was heartless. Yes, I had a few people telling me, and I've been with people as well, not naming any names, partners who have been on antidepressants. And it's hard to be with somebody that's on antidepressants because they have no emotion and they don't see it. It's really, I did, because I was like, why can't I cry? This is really sad. But if you've been, especially if you've been on them a long time, the new you is who you get used to being. But, you know, for people around people that are like that, it can be a bit of a struggle when they don't show any kind of emotion. If you're upset and they don't, they just look at you like, what? And you think, really? Can you not have a bit of compassion? Can I not get a little bit of sympathy here? But yeah, having been on the other side of it as well, I kind of try to understand. It's difficult. So this is the Trinity, girls. I felt like a zombie most of the time. Yeah, maybe your dose was too high, Caroline, if you're not on them anymore. I tried to come, I was hallucinating a lot. Really? Yeah. What, when you were trying to come off them? They work wonders for some people, and some people absolutely swear by them, and they can be a bit of a nightmare for other people. Didn't cry for 2 years once yes, I was back to me. Yeah, I absolutely feel that, Angela. I do, because that is kind of like exactly where I was. I had to up my antidepressants recently and it really has helped. Good, Julie. I'm not opposed to antidepressants and I'm not poo-pooing them at all. I'm just saying I don't want to go there again because although they worked, it wasn't what. Thank you, Michelle. It wasn't the way I wanted to be. But if they're working for you, absolutely 100% keep going, Julie, because if that's what you need, then go for it. We're very complex machines. Our brains are massively complex, aren't they? And if we need what we need, then we go with it. To my friend on antidepressants, she didn't get upset about this, weirdly. Didn't like it. Didn't like the fact that I was like emotionless. As you know, girls, I am really emotional and I like to feel things. And when I didn't, it was bizarre. So this one's 1422. I did show the khaki in this last night. I'm sorry, we always kind of go off topic, don't we? And I do apologise for all you ladies that just come here for the clothes and not the life journey. I do apologise. I feel like sometimes I get on some people's nerves and other people like this side of the way I am, and it's like a fine line again, trying to please everybody, because I am a real person and I have struggles myself, and life is like that. And you ladies know and have been through a journey with me, and you know what I'm like. And then other ladies, especially if you're not like regulars to LJ's, might join and think, well, is this about clothes or a life story? So I apologise for the ladies that might not want to know, and for the ones that do. Hi. So this is $37.99, and the only colour that's sold out in this one is the black. So I did show all the colours last night, and I've styled it up in a different colour, very similar to how I did last night with the wedge and the beautiful belt, the earrings. I've got the Tony vest on underneath. The vest is, I think, $8.99 and goes up to a size 18. Oh, that's lovely, Angela. Thank you. And this is what I love about us ladies. We're just like this really lovely little supportive group. It's not just about clothes. And I couldn't be hard sell. I couldn't be anything other than what I am. And 9 times out of 10, I come on to show clothes and we end up being, it is therapy, Becky. We end up like, I end up opening up and you girls share the journey with me. And usually when I talk about something, it's something that most of us can relate to, like a good gossip. Well, it's kind of like a therapy session sometimes, isn't it? Something triggers me and that I feel passionate about, and we'll talk about that. Or if I'm struggling, we tend to, you know, go off topic a little bit and talk about life, because let's be honest, we're all dealing with it in some way or another. So navy blue in this one, charcoal grey. It's fashion with therapy. That is excellent, Tracy. That's exactly the way to word it. Then you've got the lighter grey in this one. You can see that is quite grey next to the mocha. Sometimes the light is a bit of a nightmare and plays tricks on you, but you can see that is like this. I don't know whether we've classed this as mocha or stone. And then you've got the light grey, the khaki that I had on last night. Talks are you for us ladies, keep night live. Yes, we tend to do that. We tend to do that, don't we? I lock Dolly out the room at night, and because I've got like 8 or 9 items, we tend to just do the clothes on a Wednesday and Sunday, and I try not to go off topic. But in the morning, it's a little bit more relaxed. I've got a little bit more time. You girls have got a cuppa, and we just sit down, and, well, you sit down, I don't, and we just kind of chill, and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. Morning, Jill, are you okay? Your lives are never... Oh, thank you. You're correct. Some don't want to hear it. That's right, and some do. I love the lives, but you cost me a fortune. Sorry, Jill, but thank you for that lovely comment. Really appreciate it. And I think maybe 90% of the ladies don't mind the way I am, and 10% might just want the hard sell and the clothes, and that's not me. So unfortunately, if that's the way you want to see the clothes and it's all about the clothes and you don't want to hear about anything else, maybe LJ's is not the right platform. But are the printer blazers? Yes, Lynn, they are. I'm hoping that they're going to be in the warehouse today when I pop up at lunchtime. We are, or we were. Lisa said yesterday that they were hopefully coming in late yesterday afternoon or this morning. Oh, thank you, Lynn. So, thank you, Jill, and all you lovely ladies. So, yes, the blazers, the ones, do you mean the ones with the camo and the skulls and the roses? And yeah, I'm hoping. I think the rose one has come in, and I'm sure Lisa said she was trying to get that back online. The other ones, the new prints, fingers crossed, will be in today or came in yesterday afternoon. Thank you, Angela. Thank you. We should do this Just Have a Talk morning. Well, I do that sometimes, Mandy, and that's what Live Lounge is for on a Wednesday. When me and Lisa sit down, it's a little bit more relaxed, and we tend to just open the doors and talk about whatever. And in the morning, I'm quite relaxed if you want to talk and go off topic, or I'll just talk and go off topic. Like somebody's just pointed out rightly so, the Wednesday live and the Sunday live at night tend to be a little bit more about the clothes because I usually have about 7 or 8 items to show, and I don't have time to stand here and chat, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to. So Dolly gets locked out the room, although she's on the bed this morning. She couldn't give 2 hoots that I'm working. But yeah, it's a balance, I feel, not having to pay for therapy. Me too, Julie. It's not just for you girls, it's for me as well. So yeah, you're welcome, Lynn. So hopefully they'll be in today. Good morning, Gobby here. I do love you, Sarah, even though sometimes I think, what's she going to say? You do always make me chuckle. Sometimes I can't repeat what you say, but you do always make me chuckle. These are fab and real. Oh, never know how one conversation. No, and that's so true. That's so true. Sometimes, you know, some ladies don't have anybody to talk to. And that's me a lot of the time. I spend an awful lot of time on my own. And sometimes when I come on here, if I'm having a bit of an emotional day, just talking to you ladies on the lives really does help me as much as, and I've said this many a time, and I've cried on camera many a time, and I feel like I could have a good cry now, to be fair. But you girls have helped me through emotional times. You really have. So we do it for each other, don't we? And sometimes we do it without even knowing that we've done it. And sometimes it's like being there for each other is just what you need. You could be the only person, and that's what I've just said, Sarah, exactly that. Sometimes the ladies tune in and can spend an awful lot of time on their own, even if they have partners. Partners might not be there, and they might not work, and they might be isolated to the house, and I'm aware of that. And you know, this can be a bit of a group therapy rather than just showing clothes. Thank you, Janice. Don't make me cry this morning. I did my makeup early. Don't make me cry. Thank you, Ruth. Back at you. Helps me know. Absolutely, someone cares. There's like, I don't know how many of us in this group, Sarah, and we all care about each other. Don't set me off. I'm an emotional wreck again today. I swear down, these hormones will be the death of me. Whatever happens to you, you can guarantee someone. Yes, and that is life, Lynn, isn't it? It is. It really is. Sometimes you feel like you're very alone in a circumstance or a situation, and you can definitely guarantee somebody's walked that path in front of you or is walking it behind you, and you're never ever alone. And if you're lucky in this world, you have people that just link arms with you and walk that path with you. Girls, stop it. Rude joke time. Stop it, Sarah. Don't you dare. Although it might stop me from crying. I love you all, honestly. You're all like sisters. It's great. Your lives make me feel normal. You're definitely normal, Sue. Although, what's your definition of normal? Because I like to consider myself to be normal, but am I? I'm normal for me. All you girls are normal for you. We're all a different kind of normal. There is no set boundaries in this world. You are all unique, which makes us all individual and wonderful, doesn't it? Oh, thank you, Caroline. You could be the only person. It's true. It really is. Sorry, girls, I'm going back up because I don't want to miss anybody. Yes, Sarah, but please keep it clean this morning. Anyway, I'm my own with 2 doggies, so I do look for... Oh, Karen, you're never on your own. You've got the LJ's girlies behind you. I am definitely me, Mandy. What you see is what you get on or off camera. I am no different, and sometimes it's a curse. Sometimes I have to be me. I can't pretend. And sometimes it's a bit of a curse because I can't be fake. And sometimes you girls can see straight through my emotions, even when I try to hide it. And I might get private messages saying, what's the matter? You're not yourself. And I think, God damn it, I can't even hide it anymore. These girls know me too well. Thank you, Sharon. You are being good, Sarah. Thank you. Put a piece of music on and dance our emotions out. Yes, Angela, love that. Absolutely love that. You know what I do? I go for a drive and I blast my tunes out. And depending on my mood and what I want to do is what I play. So if I want a good cry, it's a sad song. If I want to just lift myself up, it's a beat. And that's the way it is. Honestly, girls, if you drive, I highly recommend it. I'm sure you all do it if you get behind the wheel. And I can be driving to the warehouse, crying my eyes out to a sad song at 10 decibels, and then on the other hand I can be boogieing all the way there, and I'll pull up and all you hear is and Lisa will go, I always know when you've pulled up because I do have the music on super loud. I don't have friends to lean on or talk to. Well, you do now, Tracy. Watching makes my day. You've always got us. And it's, you know what, girls, I've said it before, but I'll say it again because I feel like I need to this morning. If anybody needs to have a conversation with anybody, please post a post in VIP and get the conversation going. It's not just there for posting pictures of clothes, it's there for chat too. So if you feel like you're alone and you feel like you need to reach out, the best place to do it, girls, is VIP. Even Lisa's done it. When she couldn't sleep the other week, she posted and said, is anybody else awake? And it was so lovely. All you ladies like, I'm here, I can't sleep. So even our Lisa's done it. Even she's posted on VIP when she's not been able to sleep or whatever, or she's needed to vent something or air something. We've all done it. So if you feel like you need to chat, reach out. That's what the girls are there for. And I can guarantee you will get responses to your message. And it'll be a lovely, safe space to do it. 4 months will be not. I know, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Really, you're not on your own. You are definitely not on your own. How is he doing? When I don't buy anything, life is, oh gosh, it is, Sarah. It is. And you've gone through the mill. You absolutely have. But you're not on your own and you can always reach out. Right, girls, I'm going. So hopefully you enjoyed the outfit as well as the chat. If you want this, it's called the Trinity and it's on the website, and it's the most beautiful scuba fabric as well. And I love how this fits. It's like culotte trousers, and then I've belted it in and I've put a vest underneath. Let me just show you it without the belt so you can see that if you don't want to pull it in with a belt, this will go up to a size 22. If you don't want to pull it, best show the outfit before I go. If you don't want to pull it in with a belt, you can wear it nice and relaxed. And it's got that lovely little panel there on the side with some pleats in, so it sits beautifully. Obviously, you'll need to wear something underneath it because it is a low V and it's low at the sides. It's like a proper little culotte jumpsuit. It's super, super cute. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You could stick a necklace on instead of a belt. He had another up yesterday, number 17, and we think it's worked. Fingers and toes and everything for him, Sarah. All the LJ's ladies are giving him lots of love and hoping and wishing for a speedy recovery for him. We need to get him home and back to you, don't we? Bless. It does us good to have a good cry. Oh my God, honestly. I've gone through more sets of lashes. Enough of the hormones. Enough of the hormones, enough of the stress, enough of the trials of life. I've been tested enough. Leave me alone now. Right, girls, have an amazing day. Whatever you're doing, if you're working, I hope you have a good shift. If you're at home, get out in the garden and get that vitamin D. I'll be back at 1 o'clock with some fabulous newness, of course. And until then, I'll see you soon. Have an amazing one. See you later.